good. All right, my friends. So are we doing this? Are we going out for a concert?
Hell yeah.
You guys will get there about 30 minutes early. Yeah, about.
Okay.
At least, till he starts.
Yeah, make some friends.
Is that what we're doing? We're making friends?
Yeah.
What's wrong with making friends?
I'm not here.
Contacts, amigos.
That's why we're here. That's what the show's called.
Yeah, I'm here to make friends, but I'm not here to make friends.
Wait, then why are you here? Are you on the wrong
Yeah.
Wait, what?
No, I'm sorry. All right, everybody. I just love this music so much. It's just so good. Fat Larry. Okay.
Because I know I got a weight problem. I just don't give a fuck.
All right, everyone. We're going to the basement. Pretty cute, pretty funny. So it is like it's a nightclub, sure, but it's more so like a lounge. And you guys are going to see very much it has the lounge style. Pull up, make my life easier.
Does it look like they snap instead of clap?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh god.
Here we are.
Bring Bubba. Hope it's dog friendly.
Are you bringing Bubba with you?
Always.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the guy would allow it since he's got a crush on Amala.
My
Well,
service dog.
The service dog, yeah.
Someone gives me a problem.
Yeah.
He fixes my problem.
All right. Well,
yeah, that's one way to put it.
open up the doors to the basement, make your way on down. And first things first, this is a lounge. Immediately, you're going to see there is a desk, marble desk out front. Big, very, bougie chair that a woman sits at. Looks like she has a laptop, some coffees. There's a few things on the desk. There's one you can see that has the hourglass, ones that you can flip. Just a few knickknacks. And right behind her, you can see there's a room that's all you can tell at first is a bunch of guitars, or if you had to guess, basses that are hung up on the wall. So they have a little showroom. If not, there are curtains that are closed right now, but you can just hear the commotion inside of people talking, laughing, and very lightly music being played in the background. The music has a little bit more of a jazz style to it at the moment. A little bit more of I should know this, I took the class, but a little bit more of the fast hip hop jazz than the smooth jazz. As soon as you guys make your way on in, the woman is going to ask for a name.
Winters. I believe we have a couple of VIP seats.
You can see you pull up, look at a few things. She's gonna look at all of your group, and she's gonna make eye contact with you, Amala, in particular, as she's gonna tell you right this way. She's gonna move aside the curtain so you can see what's going on inside. Boop-a-doop. Well, immediately, it's really cush in here. Yeah, it's crowded, but instead of it having tables, that kind of thing, that bar, very Red Number 5 you're used to, instead, it really does have that homely, basement, cool vibes. They have couches instead of lounge chairs, rugs, bunch of artwork of different jazz musicians on the walls. Lights they have the stereotypical basement spiderweb style. There's no candles lit anything here, mostly just lantern lights that fill the place. A lot of people are sat right now, chatting, standing around, getting some drinks. A little bit further closer to the stage, it is clear. Mostly people just standing around, dancing, having a good time. It's not that crowded. You can tell it's definitely a invite-only kind of place. They probably have a limit from what you can come in, but there's no line, nothing like that. It's actually pretty relaxed, and they have menus set up if you want food. You can see the bar. Right now, the bartender that's working, it's a pretty cute girl. She has shoulder-length hair. What stands out the most, it's this lilac purple. And she has also a matching like lilac shirt. And at first you think it's see-through, but it's one of those shirts that has like the cream underneath, so it looks like she's naked underneath it, but you don't see anything.
Mhm.
And I mean, she's chatting with people. It's busy if you guys want to try to find a seat, but as soon as you guys come in, that place is yours. What you want to do?
Bloodhound, because why not? Tradition.
Okay.
This is like
Tradition.
a little
Yeah, I gotta
bit
see how
of
many vampires are here, you know?
deja vu because this
Vampires.
place reminds me of a lot of a place I've actually been recently. There's this place called the Coffin Club, just downtown Portland.
Why
They
does
just
that sound so vampire?
they opened a new expansion. They there was like an artist area that was like just underneath the club that they just expanded into. That it's literally got like the serious basement club feel to it, and yeah, it just has like the same energy totally.
Catherine, I haven't done the roll in a while. What's the solve and awareness?
Awareness, yeah.
5.
And then you get to add your bloodhound.
Yeah. Solid.
Real good. I mean, immediately, this probably isn't going to surprise you,
No.
but people are enthusiastic. People are happy. People are having a good time. People are feeling pretty sanguine. It's different than the red number 5. Red number 5 has a little bit more of that dancing shoes.
It's chiller here.
Hey, baby. Yeah, people are honestly just happy, having a good time. That's about it. It's a little bit more human
Oh.
at this place in the red number 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this is really a place that Rune would have enjoyed going to, but it does have that same. You like biker bars. Big reason is they're never really that crowded. It's usually the same crowd that does come to them.
Yeah.
You can see a similar environment to that here. But no, you're not smelling. I mean, you're looking for vampires, but no, all you can really tell is it's very human here. A lot of people just chatting, having a good time, not really paying any attention to you folks as you come in. Just like erased a bunch of stuff.
Oh. Pleasant for once. Excellent.
It's calm. I know you guys are all like, when do we get jumped?
Family comes in.
What? Why always?
See, if I say it enough, it will eventually come true.
Why didn't say it at all?
Yeah, shut up.
I swear, you're like constantly borrowing trouble.
The doctor says, shut up.
Mhm. All right, well, you guys can find a place to sit, head to the bar if you want. You can even check out the little showroom that has a bunch of, specifically the bases that they have are famous bases. A lot of them are signed by various musicians. And it's not just jazz. They even have some rock, R&B, hip hop, various artists that they have in this little showroom area.
Yeah, I'll go check it out.
Yeah, you guys can relax for a bit.
Anybody that appears to stand out or in any way, shape, or form seems to have a presence about them. Not in a vampiric way, but someone that definitely is like well known and seems connected for this group.
This might not surprise you, but I mean, the bartender really does seem to have a presence about her. She's very lively. A lot of people know her name. You're hearing the name Audrey a lot when people talk to her. And
Okay.
she does leave behind the bar, hand out some drinks. It looks like she's running this show, at least the alcohol, by herself, which is rather impressive. I mean, it's busy in here. It's nothing compared to the red number 5, but
Well, then
working
I
her
am
butt
going
off.
to go ahead and chat up and make friendly with the barkeep then.
well, I mean, as soon
Because-
as you're gonna get up to her, I mean, she's gonna ask what you want, handsome.
Can I go ahead and get a vodka seltzer with a slice of lemon in it?
She says, absolutely. She's going to ask if you are. Yeah, she's gonna look. She's looking at somewhere. She's gonna ask if you are here for the Winters reservation.
Yeah, Mr. Winters invited us to go ahead and jump down, and this is my first time seeing this place. You've got quite a nice place here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she tells you welcome. I mean, she says this is the nicest little secret spot in Chicago. She's really hoping that we can keep it, hush hush. And she's gotten a little concerned. She says that Mr. Winters does have a bit of a loud mouth, but she's glad that his personality is not for everyone. So it seems most of the people he attracts have been good. She would say at least generous. That's all she's really asking for as a waitress.
Oh.
But she'll get you a drink. Anyone else that wants to come with him, she'll also ask if they want anything.
I'll ask if she has a cocktail menu I could look at.
She does. Yeah, so she's gonna. Ooh. Cocktails. I mean, they've got Paper Plane, Southside, Sidecar, Perfect Manhattan, Mojito, Pisco Sour, Pim's Cup, Oxycan Old Fashioned. Not sure kind of alcohol you like.
I was just trying to see if there was a secret menu on there.
No, I mean,
if there's a secret menu, it's not going to be on the menu, my dude.
All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and tell her I already had a drink tonight, but I'm gonna put 20 in her tip jar.
Well, she's going to tell all of you that if you are here for the reservation, she says there's a closer spot up to the stage.
Oh, really?
She's going to state that she believes the name under it is Doctor.
That's the one.
That would be the lovely one over there, Mrs. Amala Shamash. Her and Winters seem to be hitting it off fairly well when we were meeting over at the school.
He's a nice young man.
Oh, yeah. She says she heard about that he got a scholarship or something. Well, she says good for him. He doesn't really seem like the school kind of person to her, but...
I totally get that feel from him too. But hey, everybody's got to try to better themselves in some way.
Oh, she says she absolutely agrees. I mean, she says that he's a good guy, and she's glad at least someone's noticing his worth, but she just hopes that he can calm down. She needs someone to rein him in, that's for sure. And it's not the job for her.
I'll tell her I can beat him with a stick if you like.
Go. Rune, no.
She could tell you if only it was that easy.
Maybe we can go ahead and have the good doctor go ahead and simmer him down just a touch. Who knows?
Well, she'll get you your drink. She'll let you know that she'll start you up a tab, so don't worry about it now. She'll tell you if you need anything, come get her, holler over. She says that he should be out in the next 15 minutes or so.
Thank you so much. I think I overheard Audrey?
Oh, she says Audrey Reed.
I'll go ahead and put my hand to her. Theo, a pleasure to meet you.
I'll order a glass of Pinot Noir.
Oh, of course you are.
Weird that I know somebody with that name in real life.
Audrey Reed?
Do you really?
It's not the first time you said that kind of thing either.
What is with you?
Evidently, all the people you know in real life are in this game.
Yes.
I'm gonna go off and see if I can drop these.
I mean, as somebody
See
I
if I
knew
can hear anything interesting.
in grade school, but
Wow.
All right. Well, you guys can split apart. You got about 15 minutes at least until he comes on. You got yourself a nice glass of Pinot Noir. Fancy too, from what you can tell from the bottle. I don't know how much Amala drink wine. You got yourself a nice seltzer, and you'll be able to find easily. There is a section, it's not like right in front of the stage. It's a little bit closer to the left, so I guess.
It probably has a table that has a little reserved little thing on it.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's going to say reserved and it just says doctor. Yeah. No, I mean, you guys have your own little, you could probably fit about 8 people here. You got some couches. It's not like tables where you scoot in. It actually is lounge couches, like that basement chill. Yeah, you're going to go listen to rumors, Rune. I mean, unfortunately, you're going to hear some pretty nasty rumors about what people have heard on the radio. Apparently the radio's been talking about a lot of people are getting poisoning. No one's really quite sure what, but a lot of people are kind of discussing that. And it seems that the authorities have told everyone that their tap water is safe to use and consume. That doesn't seem to be the problem. More so, I guess, water from outside sources. People are going to think that maybe lakes. They're not quite sure. People went swimming. Something got dumped illegally, as happens in Chicago. People trying to slip through the restrictions. But no, everyone at least seems to be happy with the fact that no, it's our piping's fine. Everything like that's fine. You can still take your showers. So you'll hear a little bit about that. Besides that, I mean, it seems like most people are talking about the day-to-day, their work. I mean, it's interesting. Last few times that you've been to clubs, I mean, it's all, oh, the prince, or, oh, did you hear the news, the Camarilla? But no, it's just people laughing, sharing stories.
I prefer this kind of bar.
Yeah. Theo
Yeah.
feels even more comfortable here than he does at the Red Number 5.
People are drinking, and a lot of people are excited. People know who Winters is. He's played here a good amount of times. A lot of people have thought that he's gotten a lot better and is really coming into his own. So people are excited to hear his
gee,
stuff.
I wonder why.
No, it's great. I mean,
Well, Theo, after chatting up the barkeep, and while Rune is skulking about looking for rumors, Theo's going to go straight to the reserve seat and try to find like just a comfortable place to kind of just sprawl for a little bit, just to enjoy the environment without having to do anything. And he'll just leave his drink sitting there on the table, almost completely unmolested. He more ordered it for show than anything else.
Oh, I got mine, yeah.
Yeah.
oh, you're not going to try to drink it,
No.
Theo?
No.
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 Are you going to try to drink yours, Amala?
Maybe
I-
if I have to like hide it if I'm conversing with someone's, but not for now. No, it's mostly just I'm mostly just holding it.
Well, so it has, like I said, at least for you, Rune, it has very much that biker aesthetic where most people know each other here, and you guys are at a reserved table. No one's, as long as you guys are sat there, no one's going to come over and bother you. I mean, you might make eye contact with some people here and there as the, they'll look friendly, but no one's going to come over and try to chat you up, hit on you. No one's got dancing shoes on here, so... No, it feels like most people are just catching up with friends. They know these people from the basement. They're like, hey, You guys are new, though, and you can kind of just see the dynamic of the place. Definitely there are some people here who probably come here a lot that are a little bit louder, boisterous, going around, getting people some drinks. And after getting you guys self-settled, show's going to start. Finally, I mean, everyone's the lights are going to dim, and a lot of people are going to start cheering. People standing up, trying to get a good view. You guys can see quite easily. I mean, you have access. There's a bit of a pole, but you can still see front center stage. And, well, it's someone you recognize, dressed as he usually does. You notice that he has, oh, that's right. Which one is it today? Oh, he's got a new band shirt on.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. Here we go. I don't care. Don't you talk to me. Ooh. Do you guys, I don't know if this means anything to you guys, but he's got a band shirt for the band Garbage.
Nope.
Anybody? Okay, fair enough. And it has that
I'm
very...
confused by that name. Just like, why would you call yourself garbage? That doesn't
Garbage.
make sense.
See, it's an oxymoron.
But he's still, I mean, the shirt still is a little bit ripped off. So he has, the shoulders are now just tank tops. Still has that 80s ripped up but tight pants.
Oh, how
As he
risque.
gets up on, yeah, gotta show that bulge. Put socks, socks in there if you need to. That was the 80s. Oh, he's gonna get up there, and he's by himself. He has his bass, and that's about it as he's gonna take stage. All right. I really wish I could pick music, but everything's copyrighted, so I can't.
yeah.
That's my favorite thing is the music, but
I will say, during this whole thing, Lynn is just leaning back and just her eyes are closed and she's got a soft smile on her face.
Aw.
Well, his style, it's rock music with, a jazz variant. You can tell with each song that he plays, he's going to play 4. Each one has that jazz style, but some is more like smooth jazz, some's more hip hop. He does change it up with each song. And of course, he plays the bass. His music is dedicated to the bass, not to the guitar. And although he is a one-man show, his music is still layered, extremely dynamic, one that you would expect, but with a whole band behind them. And you all will notice that it easily draws your attention to him as he performs on stage. Don't know if it's really your guys' type of music, but strangely enough, it
slaps.
yeah, there you go. It kind of slaps. And his first song he's gonna play, as you'll be able to get, it seems to be the name of it or whatever, the chorus is Finding My Stories. And basically the song does have that jazz like storytelling element that you can see sometimes. It's a song very simple about a coming to age story of a young, careless man who, young, reckless, maybe a little brash, finding his stories. His stories, well, he doesn't know what they are, but as he's coming to age, he's experiencing them, he's finding them. Next song he's gonna play, Winter of Soul. This song has a little bit more of a smooth jazz style. Doesn't tell a story, but it does correlate the seasons to the blossoming of a soul. He thinks that right now, and from what you can tell, it's correlating winter to that of just the seed. And once winter comes to spring, that's when the soul begins to, seed begins to blossom, grow. He has another song, Passion for the Noise. This one is simple. It has a much more rock style than it does the jazz, though you can still at least see the elements based on just the rhythm itself. I know none of you are music majors, but this song's pretty simple. It's definitely it's an upbeater. A lot of people are dancing with this one. It's about living for the music. That's it. A passion for the noise. This one's actually pretty catchy. I don't know if any of you dance or what, but it's not like you're going to be compelled to. Gosh, no, but I still can't help but maybe wiggle your shoulders a bit. And his last one might be a little funny. It's called A Fever for Two. It's a song about a woman whose kiss is a fever for two. It seems to be like her kiss is disease. It's, like the Alice Cooper song, Poison. It has like that element to it, except more so about disease than poison. A fever, as he calls it. And I mean, for you, Kindred, you might find it kind of humorous, as you can get he even makes some analogies to bite in his song. But no, he's going to be playing these songs in the background. A lot of people are dancing, some are still in the back chatting, having a good time. But you do see that not only does he draw your attention, but he draws the crowd's attention as well. A lot of people just can't help but look at him, watch him. I mean, he's a good-looking guy, absolutely, but just something about the dynamic to his music, it's really hard to say.
Someone's got at least a ranking presence, I think.
What? What do you mean? Yeah, some of you, I don't know, but figure it out.
She would have been dancing to that rock one. She would have gotten up and started
Passion for the noise.
Oh yeah, brew hall brew.
Yeah. Theo would he's not the dancing type. But yeah.
Ben hasn't danced in quite some time.
Yeah. Theo would probably just be getting the head bob at all, enjoying the music for what it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Amala, for the song Winter of Soul, you do find yourself, looking at the wine, just like, all right, whatever, you kind of play with it. You can, give it a smell. It smells like wine. I mean, it is what it is. You're watching him perform, and it's not until his song is ending as you catch yourself, but there's liquid in your mouth as you hold on. Thank you. I had to make sure. There is liquid in your mouth. It tastes. It's. Whew, I mean, I don't know if you're a wine drinker, but it does have those strong notes of, sure, wood. You're not quite sure, but wow, you can taste just different elements, and it feels like a liquid in your mouth, not like, what should I say, ash?
Can I swallow it?
Yeah, I mean, you like swish it around, like you got like ready to like spit it up as you're like, what am I doing? But yeah, you can roll it around in your mouth, swallow it. You feel okay. Your stomach's not churning.
I would enjoy a glass of wine.
Yeah, I mean, you're a little
Lucky.
bit braver as you take another sip, and some of you might be able to see Amala. I mean, she's drinking wine, and it doesn't seem like it's offending her, from what you can tell. Pinot Noir.
Seeing as she's still sitting at the table, I'm gonna like, interesting. At which point I'll go ahead and grab my drink that I ordered, and I'm gonna try it.
Don't touch my margarita.
I'm watching Theo.
Just a littlest of sip to see how it turns out.
Oh, I mean, as soon as it hits your mouth, I mean, it just feels like, even though it's a liquid, it still has that texture of that little bit of ash, like you just like nibbled on a cigarette as you're like, and you spit it back out, like.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
And man, it has a little bit of a burn because I guess it is still alcohol with that ash. Nope. You're looking at Amala like she's crazy.
I'm just gonna go. Good drink.
Doing that drink,
Yeah,
Amala?
do I need to roll any subtlety to hide my initial reaction?
If you want it to no one notice, you can. But it's not like you're like "Bleh," or anything. You're just kind of like.
Yeah. I don't want that to. I want it to look like I just took a little sip and then put it back down. I don't want anybody to realize I had any sort of negative reaction to it whatsoever. So I don't know if that would be composure and subterfuge or anything.
It sounds like subterfuge.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be subterfuge and composure if you're trying to keep your face
Yeah, like I just had a good drink.
delicious.
Yeah. So that's 5d10 just to play off that I just actually drank instead of fake drink. And
I guess that would be insight
for
for me to roll to see if he's faking it.
one success.
But it's a
I mean,
crit.
if you're really wanting to gauge, I mean, you're watching Amala drink it, and she's clearly enjoying it. So if you're really wanting to gauge, see how Theo does it.
Yeah, that's I do want to do that. Oop.
It's like,
Okay.
yeah,
It'll have to
nope.
be a social with your. It's called insight. Man, I'm getting confused with equation stuff. Yes, it's insight.
It kind of reminds me a little bit.
All right, you're trying to gauge Theo, see how his little sip goes, and I mean, it's pretty obvious looking at Amala and looking at him because she
Yeah.
like, for her, it's like realization. She's like,
I can drink.
yeah. For him, it was just like a. So it really doesn't seem to be going as well, but I mean, it doesn't look like it repulsed him. Just
Well, he's
Not gonna
he's
work
not
for
having
him.
any more, is he?
no, doesn't seem like it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Doctor, can I get a sip of that?
Yeah,
It's like you're enjoying it.
Yes, I'll tell you that it's delicious. Strange. I'll tell you that's the first thing I've been able to taste since. I'll pass it over.
The bloodening.
All right, I'm gonna do a Theo sip.
What's your humanity?
7.
All right. I mean, you're gonna take a little sip, and as soon as you do, it's I mean, it's that little tiny bit. Even though it's a liquid, you swear it's just ash that fills your mouth as you. I mean, you don't even roll it around. You just kind of give like a. As you,
No, I'm not gonna it back in her drink. That's rude. I'll keep it
Are
in
you
the
gonna try to
mouth.
swallow it?
I'm not gonna swallow. I'm just gonna keep it in the mouth for now. Just gonna get a napkin.
Hand it back.
Yep.
Delicious. Yeah, I mean, Amala doesn't seem like he agrees with you. You might be a nutter. Take it as you will.
I'm another that can drink wine. Yeah.
Yeah, well. Rune, I think
Yeah.
is who I have to talk to.
Oh no.
Oh,
So
what?
Wallace is finishing up his last song,
Mm.
Fever for Two. Your phone is gonna ring.
I will answer it.
You gonna
All right.
step away from the club floor, or are you gonna have a conversation right there at the club?
I'll walk outside.
I mean, as soon as you answer, you're gonna hear. You don't recognize the number. As soon as you answer, you're gonna recognize the voice, though. Bowman's gonna ask it. He's gonna ask, "Are you at a fucking club?"
Yeah.
He tells you must be nice. He's gonna ask if you have time to talk.
Yep.
Well, he's gonna tell you that he's ready. He's gonna tell you all whenever you're ready, whenever you can, whenever you're done partying and having a
We're not
Good jolly
partying. We're
time.
making a contact right now.
right. He's gonna tell you to go to the line cleaners in Englewood and goes to get something pressed. Do yourself a favor.
All right. I'll inform the others.
All right, he'll say that he'll excitedly wait for your guys' arrival.
All right.
Motherfuckers. Fucking at a club.
Listen, I tried to explain to him. He didn't want to believe me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have believed you either, but you know,
It's the holidays.
maybe we should go ahead and invite Bowman out next time.
He didn't notice that it was the holidays. Sorry.
He's been busy.
Feel like it. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, he's going to finish up his last song. You can see a lot of people keep calling for an encore. And he tell you, like, it looks like he goes, he thinks about it. He's going to, like, look over at the audience. He's going to make eye contact with you folks. And he does actually seem pretty excited to see you folks here.
Just gonna go ahead and grab my glass and put it back down. You know, just cheers to the music. You know.
This is my third one, I swear.
Oh no,
Look at
I
my
drank a
tab.
lot. I drank before I came, so I don't want to overdo it.
Oh, what's that called? Pre-gaming? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
yeah.
I'm a partier, as you can tell.
I'm gonna look in fucking Google Maps and see the place that he wants to meet up at.
Oh, the line cleaners?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get something pressed.
Yeah, it's in Englewood, as he said, and it seems like it's not a really great side of Chicago, unfortunately. Population's dropping, yet crime is rising. And
Oh, that must
really-
mean the real estate market's booming.
Of course. But no, I mean, he's going to make his way off the stage. People are still trying to get him to play another song, but he seems to be pretty good with the crowd. Maybe that's the kind of, I don't know, night creature he is. We're still not totally sure. But no, he's going to smooth the crowd a bit, as music's going to continue playing, of course, not from a live band, just over the speakers. Rune, you're gonna come back. You can see that looks like he's finished up. You no longer see him on the stage, but his hair is like big 80s, like permed. You can see him going through the crowd. Rune's gonna be coming back to your guys' table.
What was the phone call about?
Oh, wants to meet up at a place called the Line Cleaners. Said to get something pressed.
So Mr. B told us we need to go and move.
Well, sounds like he'd prefer sooner rather than later. He didn't sound very. In fact, he was upset that it sounded like we were at a club. I told him we were making contact, but he was not happy either way.
Well, I think that we should allow the good doctor to smooth with Mr. Winter.
I wasn't saying we leave right now.
I'm just gonna let everyone know that it looked like we're all actually enjoying ourselves here. So it's been hard. We haven't had a good time and nice relaxing time in a couple of days. We can take a moment just to relax.
Even if Mr. B's waiting for us.
Ben's gonna go out and try and find like what she can of a suit at like a Goodwill.
I tell you, we'll be out in an hour tops.
Well, maybe you should message Bowman that we'll be a little delayed then.
Yeah, shoot. I'll shoot a message out to Bowman that says we'll be heading out in 30 minutes to an hour.
See, this is why I had her send it and not anybody else, because if he's gonna get pissed, it's
Well, I'm on.
Lynn's getting her suit.
Putting a text in the group chat wasn't my idea.
Yeah, Kamala, you're gonna send this. You're gonna send the text.
Yeah.
I mean, Bubba's like underneath, so you're sitting. You got like couches. He's
Bubba
like right
bites you.
underneath the couch. His head's like peeking out where your legs are, and you're gonna hear very unhappy growls coming from him. But he's just gonna keep laying there. Little Bubba.
I'm gonna pet Bubba on the top of the head, and I will apologize and tell him that we'll be heading out soon. Don't you worry.
Put the cigarettes out.
Take cigarettes out, baby.
Yeah, I know. I was really tempted because I found some like fake ones at a party store, but I'm like, I don't want to risk it. They actually like lit up and stuff. It's kind of cool, but I'm not gonna mess with Twitch
yeah.
or
Well.
YouTube. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, you give Bubba some scratches, and you can smell that cologne. You specifically, Rune, especially, as you can see that big poofed perm hair, 80s ripped up clothes. Mr. Winters, Wallace Winters, is making his way towards your group. And I mean, he's going to tell you that he is ecstatic that you've made it. He didn't think you folks could chill, in all honesty. He's gonna ask if he can take a seat.
Help yourself.
I literally just go, be my guest.
Yeah, he'll take a seat.
Sounds good,
He'll offer some lights. Anyone?
I'll take one.
I'm
No.
fine, thank you though.
I will decline.
Yeah, he'll pass out. Get out his. Doesn't seem like smoking seems to be a problem here. I mean, he's gonna light you guys up. He has one as well. Don't worry, it's just cigarettes. He's not really a, narcotics kind of person. But it does look like he's got himself a drink.
Taylor.
His drink, however, it looks like it's a cocktail. Specifically, it looks like I don't know if any of you are bartenders, but it looks like some sort of whiskey drink. Some fruity, fancy whiskey drink that he has, and he's actually drinking it too. And he's gonna say that he's honestly surprised that you came. He's gonna thank you. He says he tried to get a few more people from class to show up, but he says they're not ready to be human yet. So he's gonna ask. No, he's gonna guess. He's gonna point at you, Doctor. Your homework's finished, isn't it?
Oh, I'll tell him in all honesty, I haven't even started it yet. I had work at the hospital tonight.
Well, then he tells you then his guesses are thrown out the window. He says, now that's exciting. He was going to take a guess. He's going to point towards you, Theo, that you probably got your homework done as well.
Well, it wasn't much of an assignment. I mean, really, he's just wanting our opinion, isn't he?
Oh, I'll nod and say that I figured it was a pretty simple question. I already know my answer. I don't need to write anything down.
Well, he's going to ask what you think of the place. He's going to say this is his, as he'd like to call it, his second awakening. Home of such, at least.
So you're not going to guess with us too?
Rune is instantly offended. Mhm.
Well, he's going to ask if you've done your homework.
Yes, I did last night. Thank you.
He's going to say he's surprised. He says he took you more for as a punch face. He's learning that he says that's your type.
I just punch face when necessary. Okay, it's
That's her.
yeah, it's her. Yeah, she's the punch face type. Yeah.
Only with the doctor on specific occasions.
Well, I recall a situation a while back where I happened to intercede and get punched as a result.
Yes, you got in the way. That was still
He's
towards
gonna
the
make a
doctor.
confession to you ladies. He always enjoys a good cat fight.
Oh,
It's not much of a fight.
Lynn
She hits very
immediately
hard.
hates it.
And I don't like it when the ladies fight, so I unfortunately try to intercede.
So he's gonna ask, how do we get out of these classes? Because he says it really seems like you graduate or you die, and he's not really seeing himself to be one to graduate these classes. And neither does his friend.
I tell him I'm pretty sure it's much easier than that, honestly. It really seems like it's more of a not a learning experience, but a test to see who they can filter into their ranks. So just play along, pretend you like this, whatever structure, the Camarilla, or whatever it's called. Yeah, pretend they sound great and their ideas are wonderful or some nonsense, and you should be fine. Or, he hates that. He seems kind of wishy-washy when it comes to that kind of thing. But, the rules are rules, so follow the rules. Pretend you really like the rules and you should be fine.
He's gonna ask, what are you folks still living for? He'd like to think the reason why we're all still here is because we have a reason to be here. He's curious what you guys think yours is.
Well, if no one's going to speak up, I'll go first. Well, I tell him that I am still living so I can help people. As I said, I am a doctor. And realistically, I would like to cure the ailment that everyone sitting down here has in one form or another. That is my long-term goal. And for the most part, that's it. Yeah. To help people. It's lovely.
He's gonna ask if that's like your group goal.
I think that's more of the doctor's goal, to cure people. Although we do support her, I think that I'm more seeking understanding than anything. How do I put this? Everything exists in nature for a reason. And nature abhors a vacuum. So if the doctor achieves her goal, I think that it would create a vacuum in the natural order of things. And nature would find one way or another to fill it. So it's although I do support the doctor, as I would support any friend, I don't know if her goals in the end are sound.
I tell you, but if I figure it out, doesn't that make it nature?
Yes, that's the point. If you figure it out, you figure it out, it will be your nature overcoming the current natural order.
Damn right.
Well, he tells you that he's gonna wait to class on Wednesday to listen to this jargon. He says, honestly, he doesn't really care much for philosophy. He's gonna ask you, Amala, if you'd like to dance. He came here to have a good time, not to debate.
Well, I will tell him that I am terrible at dancing, I will admit. I could tell him that if we have enough time for you to give me a couple pointers, but unfortunately, a job did call, so we can't stay too much later.
Why don't you go on the dance floor with the young man and have a good time, and we'll leave when you're done. Go, shoot. You rarely get out. Take her and go.
Yeah,
I'm looking at winners and saying, take her and
he's
go.
gonna reach out for your hand.
I'll take it. I'll go dance. I'll go make the ally.
Have fun, Amala.
He says that he's a gentleman. He's gonna put out a cigarette. He's gonna dance.
Say his last question has left Lynn with a deep thought face.
It's like, why am we all here? Why do we keep trying? Everything is pain.
I'm just glad he skipped over me again.
I mean, I was just thinking about the fact that her life goal for so long was just rearing animals, and now that's all gone.
Yeah. Well, you've got a animal that you're rearing.
Is that what it is? An animal?
Is that what it is?
Well-
Rearing?
Oh, that's
Amala. You don't have any dancing
No.
skills, right? You're not gonna be all like, boom, and like take over the floor. Okay, I have to check.
and I'll lean over to Rune. I'm like, I don't think he was asking us questions at all. I think he was just
Oh, really?
asking, Mala.
Wink. Yeah, okay, well, Amala, it's not like you guys are doing any, like, Victorian whatever. He's just gonna take you out there, and yeah, I mean, he's not even gonna be touchy with you. No. That's not the kind of lady that you are. But no, I mean, he is going to, give some room, and he still wants to talk as you guys dance, have a conversation. Don't worry, I'm not gonna, like, bog you, but he just wants to know, and you can tell me what you're willing to tell him, but he wants to know about you. He wants to know about, who is Amala Samash, what you said that you work at a hospital. He wants to just, that kind of stuff. Maybe learn about your family. It's up to you what you want to tell him.
He wants in your pants.
Yes, he does. Well, for the most part, I will let him know that before I was turned, my sister was actually turned before me, and she unfortunately was turned by a Malkavian, and I'm currently trying to work through all of that, and it's pretty rocky.
He'll have to pardon him, but he's going to ask if Malkavians are the inflicted, he thinks is the word that he's learned.
Yes, she is quite mad.
Audacious. Yeah, he apologizes. He says he's never met one, but he's heard to keep away from them. That's what at least he's been told.
Sound advice. Sound advice.
I will tell him that is sound advice. Unfortunately, with my sister being one, it's a little more difficult for me. We're having a little bit of a tiff right now. Her boyfriend is also a Malkavian, and while they're lovely individuals, they can be difficult to work with sometimes. And last night was a difficult night.
Well, Doctor, he has a question for you. He always figured that the clan that we find ourselves in relates to genetics. He's gonna ask what you think about that.
I will tell him and I'm going to be very doctor about this with my observations and how it has afflicted my sister. It definitely seems like the infliction has hooked itself onto a particular prominent and suspected, not unknown, thing that may have happened to her. So I tell her that is under investigation, and I will have to get back on that. Tell her that I do think something did happen to my sister that made her more inclined to this infliction, as it clearly was not the same with me.
Well, you're clearly knowledgeable. He's curious. What can you tell him about Toreador?
Oh.
Well, unfortunately, I will just have to give him the simple breakdown, kind of like what he knows, just the basics. I will have to let him know that, as far as I'm aware, he may actually be in this new night longer than our current group is. Most of us seem to be very fresh, except for Lynn, and she was a country cowgirl.
Recluse.
That's what I said.
Not the same thing.
That's not.
Yeah, he will explain a little bit about himself. I mean, you are so open, he'll be open back. I mean, you already know that the base of, this is where he was embraced. This is where he had that banger of a night and woke up a little off. But for him, his change hasn't been too bad. He's been titled, apparently his blood is thin. People call him a thin blood. He has been able to gather recently that his sire, though he does not know who, what, when, where, why, sire at least was of the clan Toreador. And he says apparently he's got, what was that word that they used? I'll roll, see if you can remember. So that's going to be tricky for him.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Mala, did you use Lynn's real name, or did you use the alias name that she gave Winter?
Oh, I use the alias name, especially since I just heard it again when the fella gave it. Ryan Bancroft.
Mm-hmm. Just wanted to be sure.
Thank you, no. Sorry, it's been a month.
Here he is.
She has a 4 intelligence. She's smarter than me.
Okay, he would. Okay. He's going to say that he knows the word compulsion as one he's been used. He says apparently he takes after his sire, whoever that is. And he says, in all honesty, he has no idea what they're talking about. Well, he's going to tell you that he doesn't know much. They're keeping him in the dark. Probably for good reason. He doesn't blame him. He's not really good at keeping his mouth shut. Especially with something like this, because it's not often that you wake up and you have superpowers. But he tells you there's anything that you need. He tells you this dorm is always welcome to you, anytime, any day. Sorry, you're.
Well, I will thank him for the offer. I'll let him know that I still have a lot on my plate with the freshness of the night and all of that. So I tell him it might be a little bit of time before anything like that happens, but I tell him that I very much do enjoy his music. He put on a lovely performance, and I will tell him that I like that winter song particularly.
He tells you, in all honesty, he's much better with solo performances. He says a lot more heart and soul goes into them. He says he honestly could think of a few songs right off the top of his head that you would like. He tells you just do him a favor. He feels lucky. Tells you don't forget this. He's gonna motion around. He's gonna say, stay human.
I will thank him for teaching us about this place. I'll let him know compared to the other clubs and the other places we've had to be recently, this is both calming and delightful.
He says that he does have a little bit of regrets. He says that he thinks as far as he knows, what's that word? He said this might be his haven. He feels bad, he says, but he's gonna do his best. Like he said, keep it human. He says he thinks a lot of people in our class could use it. He says especially that Ronnie guy. He feels pretty bad for. He's trying to get him to come. Poor guy. He says he couldn't relax even if he tried. But he'll wish you a good night. And he'll tell you that you are a much better dancer than you gave yourself credit for. He tells you it's easy to dance well when you're beautiful. He'll give you a kiss on your hand.
What a gentleman.
I mean, he's gonna slip something in your hand. And he'll wish you a good night.
I wish him a lovely night. Like a room key or something.
I don't even want to look at it.
Yeah, sure.
It's usually called a guitar pick, but in his terms, it's a bass pick. Has his, signature on it.
Neat.
Mhm.
I'll pocket it.
All right, well, I'll head back to everyone and tell everyone that we can head on out and
Get me out of here.
yeah, we can leave now.
My character got a head start to get a suit. Probably during that whole conversation.
Yeah, let's go get
Okay.
fancy clothes.
Fancy clothes.
Didn't he say to get a suit or something?
Yeah, get something pressed.
Can I see Wallace while we're on the way out?
He's making rounds right now. I mean, it looks like, yeah, Theo's right. He's basically here for the doctor, I guess.
I'm gonna come up to him and I'm gonna whisper in his ear. Any luck?
You can tell looks like he's already lighting up another cigarette now. And he's going to tell you a woman like that doesn't take luck. He says it takes patience.
Oh,
Damn. Suave.
And he says he hopes to see you again. And, he'll tell you that he might, ask you for some help on his homework then. You can tell that the teacher seems to like you.
Really? That man is hard to read.
and with that, we are off.
Yeah, I'll give him a pat on the shoulder and we'll head on out.
Wizard.
And passing also, thank you for the invitation. Lovely barkeep, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, him and Audrey go back pretty far, so.
Maybe you should have given her a $20 tip like I did. I didn't even buy anything.
Oh, he's giving her tips. Don't you worry about that.
No, not that kind of tip.
Jesus!
So, who's ready to go?
I am ready. I don't want Bowman to be any angrier at me.
Aw.
I'm actually going to go ahead and send a message off to Noah.
Okay.
Inform him of the fact that I might be interested in investing in a business. If he could contact the owner of, and then I'm going to give the basement's address.
Oh, okay.
Let him know that if there's any way that we can build a portfolio, maybe investing in that location.
Yeah, absolutely. Investment.
Yeah, that's a good idea, honestly.
Hey,
It's a nice club.
Are you just sending him a text?
Yeah, just sending him a text, give him the address, let him know what the place is colloquially called, let him know that it's a nice place on the down low that I'd like to keep down low, but at the same time, contacting them, possibly building an investment portfolio to help that place stay under wraps.
Oh, it's investments. All right. Oh, so creepy without anything in the background. All right. 1, 2. Oh, jeez, that's insane. Oh, okay. Oh, you're just gonna get a response back that says, "Give me 2 hours."
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, honestly, we have basically an accountant that's really good at keeping things quiet and everything, and just letting him know that, hey, I'm interested in this place. What can we do to go ahead and make sure that it stays a nice, quiet spot, but also grows?
Of course.
So,
Of course.
and I mean,
Oh, I don't want to click that. Oof. There we go.
click.
Yikes.
Wait. Were we about to click the wrong picture for the background?
Yeah, it looked close, but I was like, whoa, not that one.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, you guys can go ahead if you want to get yourself some nice outfits, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, like Goodwills and all that are going to be closed. You might be able to find some 24-hour pawn shops. Suits aren't going to be totally great. Maybe not even tailored to fit you, or you guys can just use whatever you guys got that you want to get pressed, or you don't even have to. It's up to you. But unfortunately, Goodwill's and that going to be closed this late at night.
Yeah, I'm like thinking a dry cleaners isn't honestly going to be open. This is probably just a call sign that's going to go and have us issued into the back room to talk with Bowman. This is probably just where he moved his haven to. So if the others are bringing clothing to get pressed, Theo's like, I probably don't need to worry about it.
All right.
It's just cover to get into another secret Bowman spot. That's the way
Right.
Theo's deducing.
Give him clothes. That's the ticket in. He keeps it. Screw you.
I love it.
All right. Well,
You know what? If that were the case, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find some place that has a
Pair of
coat with
socks.
1,000 different pockets, and then I'll just hide random things in each pocket next time I drop by, and just hand that off to be pressed. So if Bowman does find it, he's gonna be like, "What the hell is this? Wait,
Well, it's up to you- it's up to
why
you
are there
guys.
50 things in here?"
if you guys do want something, if you want a jacket, you could probably find one at a 24-hour pawn shop, cheap for like $35.
Honestly, Theo probably will just grab one of his dress shirts that he has.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, why not? But he's not going
Okay.
to go ahead and grab anything special.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we good? Okay.
We're good.
Got my band shirt. Oh, it's missing a specific thing, but oh man, I should. Anyways, but you guys are gonna make your way into Inglewood. as I mentioned before, and you're going to be experiencing it, it is a poverty-stricken area. It is full of abandoned buildings and neglected apartments, unfortunately. Roads probably use some work as well, but your GPS is going to take you down a one-lane road where you'll pass a rundown jukebox lounge called McGee's and an ancient brickwork fellowship hall. Good old religion. Hey. Until oh, did Amala get excited? It's a fair.
Yeah, you know how
Sorry.
Amal is with religious sites. Do
Right,
they
did I
have
hear
a
Christian?
sword? Do they have a
Yeah.
sword?
Oh yeah,
They have a
fellowship
sword.
halls. Yeah.
I got a sword coming now. Don't you worry.
Bow, bow, bow.
Yeah.
Until you are going to find the line cleaner's bright neon sign that radiates to your right. And you can see in big, bold, 1 hour service, same day service, heavy starch, expert alterations, 24 hours. Ooh-wee.
Yeah. Like, do you know how likely there is to find a 24-hour dry cleaners? I have had to look in the past for a gig that I was working
Or
once.
did they say they do repairs? Oh, oh,
Expert alterations. Yeah, I mean, they can
I'm gonna have
fix
them
up
fix the
clothes.
hole in my hoodie from the bullet hole.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is one of those places that probably won't ask how you got a bullet hole in your hoodie too. It's like,
it probably just looks like a hole. Like they wouldn't really probably think it was a bullet hole. Right?
It's Chicago. Who cares, anyways? I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, it's not Chicago if you don't hear bullets. But you can see, you have to peek through the security bars that protect the windows. Kind of a good sign that it's not a good area. And you can see inside there is a small waiting room with a white counter that leads further into the cleaners. Inside there are several faux plants, those small blue plastic chairs that you always see in like cheap dentist offices and such. And there even is a rack full of magazines. Actually seem to be new magazines, which is nice. Not like the old reused that you see in many offices. And the open light is lit. It's right underneath, and they have like neon lights in shapes of hangers of different colors that like flash and, you know, draw attention, and open side underneath. As soon as you guys go inside, there is a soft ring as the door opens. And a man is going to come through the curtain and take his place at the counter. His features are rather plain and are contradicted by a large scar that runs down from the corner of his eye down to where the edge of his mouth meets. His hair is short and gelled to high heaven. You can tell it's gelled and swooped to his right. Kind of just like runs his hand through, does one of those. And his eyes are empty, tired. He wears a pressed plaid long sleeve shirt with a dark blue undershirt. And Rune, the smell of his cleaners and of the man both weigh heavily on your chest. As the overwhelming dread of melancholy tickles your little beastie senses. This place is sad. This man is sad.
I'll have to give him a
And
good
he's going
tip.
to say, "Welcome to Lions. What can I do to help?"
All right, I'll saunter over to the counter. I'll put the hoodie down. I need this patched and, more importantly, pressed. Wink, or whatever the cute code word was.
God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna like look it over, look at some of the holes and just wear and tear. Did you ever use like a lot of bikers usually use like patches to like hide tears?
Yeah,
Did you
there's
do
some
anything like
patches.
that?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. He says give him 3 hours. He'll have it ready.
Okay. Much.
Yeah, he's gonna go on over to the cash register. You can tell he's gonna fill out some paperwork before he starts. He's gonna watch me. He's like looking at the rest of you. Specifically, though, his eyes are gonna draw towards, and his eyes like move slow too, as he's just lethargic. He's gonna look over at Bubba, and you're actually gonna see a small smile, a little creep on his mouth, as he'll say, "Hi, Bubba." Oh, Bubba's gonna bark at him.
Happy Mark?
Okay, good. The ruse is up.
Well, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, yeah. Theo's like, I pretty much called this. This is one of probably Mr. B's many havens.
He's gonna ask anything else that you need pressed.
I'll just go ahead and hand over the dress shirt I bought for show. Any sign of Mr. B about?
He tells you this way. But he'll take your dress shirt. He'll take also your jacket. He's going to take it with him. And he's going to lead you guys to the back. He's going to push the curtain out of the way. And you're going to see 3 rows of freshly pressed, plastic protected clothes from dresses, suits. Eerily enough, as you push by, you're even going to see like a bunny costume that's ready for pickup. And a rack full of shoes. It looks like they also do repair work on shoes, clean them up. You can see those are also ready for pickup. Creepy bunny suit. And following this gentleman, he's going to take you to where the magic happens. Has anyone ever seen dry cleaner equipment before? Because I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what is this thing? I'm tempted to put it on the screen to show you guys.
I will tell you, if you are in there when they're running everything, like jets of hot steam are an actual legitimate danger. If you are in the wrong place at the wrong time, you can get scalded fairly freaking easy.
I'll show you guys what dry cleaning, like this is like fancy tech too, but look at that.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they want it to go ahead, and when they starch and steam it, they want it to go ahead and hold the shape and everything.
The fact.
Yeah, I mean it is. You can see it stretches it out, so there's no creases. There is, as he's talking about, yes, there is going to be steam, and it looks like he only has 3 machines. However, one seems to be out of order.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'll wait. I'll leave it here for now. And there are also washing machines still here, dryers. You're going to see like sections of clothes that haven't, been serviced quite yet, though they have the labels, time, everything that's next to go through. And yeah, he's going to lead you to the one that's out of service. He's going to bend down, and it looks like he starts working on the machine as if he's trying to fix it.
Hmm.
And some of you can take a peek to see what he's doing, but it looks like he hasn't opened the machine, though he has at least a panel off as it looks like he's flicking stuff, and you're gonna watch as he's moving, sliding, and you'll finally get it as he's gonna stand up and he's gonna push the side of the machine as it slowly just slides itself. I mean, it looks like the base can roll part of the floor, and it's going to reveal it's a very small hatch. I mean, this hatch, you could barely fit adult in here, but possible. I hope no one is. So we'll see. But he's going to punch in a code on the hatch.
I'm just going to look at Rune, look at the hatch, look back at Rune.
Yeah, he's going to have to squeeze.
Suck it in.
I can take off a few layers, yeah.
Right. When he punches in the code, it's very quick. I mean, he's like, as it's already done. And he's going to pull open the hatch, which will reveal a ladder down. And as soon as he does, I mean, Bubba's leaping down. Gone. He's going to say, ladies first.
I'll offer a hand to stabilize the ladies as they go down if they want.
All right. Well, you all can make your way.
Len's gonna pat you on the shoulder, just like, that's nice. I don't need it.
Figures.
Well, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rune, you can get through. I mean, it's a little uncomfortable. You can feel like your shoulders rubbing on the side, but you can still fit through. Oh, honey. Oh, it's so nice. Make sure I use the right picture. There we go. All right. Climbing down, you're going to plunge yourself into a dark basement room, mostly alit by the screens of numerous monitors. Bowman is currently sat at a desk filled with coding books and a bunch of Tales from the Crypt comics.
Oh yeah.
Bubba is giving Bowman excited licks on his face. His tail is hitting his desk, hitting his bed. I mean, his meaty tail is just going crazy. I mean, you can hear Bowman. He's telling you, it's good to have you back. He's gonna look up at the rest of you and say that he can't really say that for all of you. And well, he's gonna say he supposes that now you know his secret to how he always looks so dashing. All right, he's gonna tell you all to gather around.
Gather around.
Yeah, well, Bubba's basically gonna I mean, his desk, as you can see, is like right by his bed. There's not much room here. He's gonna get some things, and he has like foods and snacks and stuff that you're like, okay, well, you know. But you're gonna see, it looks like he has like little like fruit pies, stuff like that, like Little Debbie's kind of stuff. He's gonna open it and he feeds it to Bubba, who I mean, he's a dog. He's just gonna scarf it down.
I'm sorry, is that chocolate? I don't think dogs are supposed to eat chocolate.
He tells you he also doesn't think dogs are supposed to drink vampire blood, but that didn't stop him either.
I mean, whatever works, man.
I knew it.
Acting like I know how this shit works.
All right. He says, look, I don't know exactly where the pariah is under Grant Park, but I've got to deal with someone who can get you underneath the under if you catch his drift. I was gonna say, so listen close, because he doesn't trust any of you motherfuckers with a map. And he's gonna look over at Bubba and say, besides, I know you'll make sure these idiots don't get lost, right? Bubba's gonna let out a low, almost sigh-like growl as he's just now licking at his teeth. He's gonna prop himself up on Bowman's bed and get himself comfy. And he's gonna explain to you guys. All right. It'll take you... I'll word this carefully. It'll take you approximately an hour and a half to reach Grant Park, and that is without any complications. That's the number he can give if you know where you're going and how to get there. So, in all honesty, it's probably going to be a 3-hour trip of going through the sewers to get to Grant Park, because you're going to the under. So, first things first, it's highly likely that you might have to rest down there. And if you do, he's going to tell you all to do so carefully. He wants to express this, and he's going to express it now. This is not a journey that you guys are going to be jumping into. You need to prepare. He says he has no godly idea of what this werewolf vampire is going to have. But he can damn well sure bet that it's going to have some sort of traps or whatever set up. He says he knows a little bit about Garu. He says they often set up, he says rituals. He says, but for them it's more spiritual hoopla that he doesn't really get. So he's going to tell you all to expect at least something. And he says you'll be lucky if it's just traps. And he'll explain that in order to get to the under of the under, you're going to have to enter the channels of the South Branch Chicago River. And he knows where you can easily access a channel. It's at the end of West Polk Street. You go to the end of that street, you can easily find an entrance to the channel. You don't have to do any swimming. Your feet might get a little wet, but welcome to diving through sewers. It's only going to get worse.
I'm used to it by now.
Yeah, you are.
I need boots.
Once you're inside the channel, honestly, he's going to give Bubba some scratches, and he's just going to tell you all to follow Bubba. He'll lead you to where you need to go until you are going to find a drop down. You're basically going to go through the channels until it's going to drop down to a chamber below. You'll know you're in the right place if it looks like this chamber is under construction at this moment. And there should still be lights. Should be rather easy for you to find. Most sewers don't have lights that deep. So he's going to tell you his advice. You can still break your legs. So, I don't know. He tells you to bring a rope ladder or something. But he tells you from what he could see. And he says it's about like a 40-foot drop. He tells you he wouldn't recommend you just leap down. But hey, you know, he's gonna motion to some of the Brujas and say that he doesn't think it'll kill you.
We both have that leap feat, so
Yeah, he tells you to do that fancy stuff. He really doesn't care. But point being, just don't end your journey here by breaking your legs. He says sorry, but he totally sees that with you guys. He says once you get down.
I've not gotten hurt once from this whole scenario. That's out of character, just saying. But
Oh, I was about to say,
Not gonna
please don't
hurt once.
backtalk the man.
No, I'm not.
But once you guys finally get yourself down, the channel is going to lead you. I mean, stop as soon as you see a gate. This gate will lead you to the hydraulic pumps. That's where you need to go. Now, here's a few problems. First problem, there's a camera that watches the entrance, so please be discreet. He has no clue whose eyes are all on this camera, and he really doesn't want to find out. So he tells you, please be smart about it. Second problem, in order to get through, you're going to need an employee key card. Yes, he tells you he is a god. You guys owe him probably all your lives, honestly. He's going to pull out a key card. Key card has an employee number, 935-2371.
Oh God, no! You missed a perfect opportunity. 935-207. What was that song?
8675309.
Yeah, I was totally thinking that when you were rattling off the number. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It also has the active employee date, April 2013. Gentleman's name, Mark McCarthy, and it even shows the picture of the gentleman. It's a middle-aged man with a double chin, short, balding, graying hair. He's going to pass it over to you, Amala. I'll give it to the doctor. He's going to tell you that once you're inside the gate, you'll need to find a Nosferatu. He's going to sigh. He's going to say he's going by the name of Lucid.
What was the ID card number?
935-2371. Mark McCarthy. Lucid, he's one of those Nosferatu that embraced what he is. So he'll be dressed very similar to Chicago's homeless, lives the very rat life. And he's going to warn you all that he is not one for conversation. So just follow him and try not to push the man, for the love of God. He tells
Who
you
would
all
do that?
Tells you he hates people. And you know what? He's learning so does he. But he's going to say once he gets you on your path, and he's not even quite sure where he's going to be taking you. But all he knows, he's going to show you the way to go, and he's done. Once he gets you on your path, you're on your own. He has no idea what you're getting into, as he said before, but all he has to say is good luck at that point. He's never been to the under of Grant Park. In fact, I don't think he's even been underneath Grant Park. So he'll tell you all to prepare yourselves. He doesn't know how long this journey is going to take. He says you might even be looking for this pariah for several days, for all he knows. He doesn't expect a werewolf vampire to be easy to find. Well, unless he wants you to find him. And he says, if that's the case, then try not to get yourself eaten. Well.
Well, thank you, Bowman. You are a saint.
Yeah, he tells you he's done. That's all you get from him. That's all he can do. So he says, never ask for anything ever again. That would be great. He says he did a little bit of research on that Parker. He tells you he not really excited about his Pentex connections, but hey, you know, he says use it. That's his advice. That's what he does. Let him take care of it. He says he doesn't recommend you guys get too deep involved in that. Oh, he's gonna ask if you guys didn't know.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, he tells you the company that he works for. You can actually have the name. Pull it up. Consolidex Worldwide. Yeah, as a Pentex entity. Oh,
Yeah,
he
but-
says it's one of those super like. Oh, he said he tells you a good ally, but he hopes you know what you're getting into. He says it's one of those investment companies that basically lures in young investors and use that ignorance to their advantage and push movie elsewhere. He says it's a money pushing business. He can only imagine where the money's getting sent. And he says probably terrible experiments knowing Pentex. Not really his problem though.
Isn't that the same place that was is that the same place that was part of that drugstore that was having that problem?
Yeah, he tells you it's all under the same entity, yes. He says that Pentex basically owns everything at this point.
Hmm.
What was the name of the company he works for?
Consolidex, CONSOLIDEX, worldwide. And it's like a super sketchy investment company. It's all it does is just
Thank you.
use people's ignorance.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna tell you like getting yourself involved in PEX is basically impossible to avoid at this point. He says, though it is an entity, he says it's still a corporation. He says just don't be an idiot. He says let him risk it all. He says that's really what ghouls are for, especially ones that he says belong to La Sombra.
Hmm. I see.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's gonna also tell you guys to never come back to this place, not unless he wants you to. If you just show up, he'll probably have Logan upstairs just kill you.
Yeah.
He's smiling. Yeah, it's a good thought. All right, well, it's all he's got for you. So, unless you got something to trade him, get the fuck out.
What would you like?
He says if you have to ask, then you don't got anything he wants.
I looked for some puzzles, but all the shit I could find was way too easy for you.
He says he's a sucker for a good puzzle. That's for sure. Oh, he tells you the Nosferatu your meeting's a good one. He says don't push the man, but learn what you can. That's what he recommends.
Hmm. If I were to find something that I thought would interest you, how would I send it to you in a way that you would appreciate?
Yo
I think
box.
I've asked that.
He says in all honesty, so just give it to Bubba. Give him an excuse to send it back to him. He says this is the most that he's been without Bubba, and, well, he thinks ever.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I could definitely tell that Bubba missed you.
He says he's not really quite sure who missed more, but that's not really the point. He says, though, if anything happens to him...
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He says he's not going to be that nice.
Ah.
I imagine arms and legs getting chopped off, buried in a coffin where we can constantly hear the woes of the damned, but never die.
Why are you giving him ideas?
Oh, he'll just shove you in the basement where we live.
Oh, that would be fun too. Yeah. Anyways, well, let's get out of Bowman's hair. He has been very kind. We know where we need
He's
to go.
actually going to laugh at the Bowman's hair comment. Good one.
I'll ask if he has any stock here. Just be curious.
We can get stock elsewhere. We are not asking the man.
Oh, he
for
has
any-
some crazy bullshit all the time. He has a sale. I take
I'm
that
gonna go
back.
ahead and
Maybe he has some crazy bullshit. Not pushing
I'm
any
going to-
buttons.
Eric, can I punch Rune for Bowman?
Yeah, absolutely.
I block.
Okay.
I
You
surge.
want to block, you can. You can
I am
try.
simply Bowman. It's been a pleasure. If you have something that
I'm gonna use prowess
need-
too.
feel free to message me
Mhm.
to return the favor. At which point I will simply leave.
Let's see. How does prowess
I'm-
work?
I think it's you add your discipline dice, right? Which
Okay.
total of your discipline.
All right. So that's
I
2.
swear. It's how Brewhoff show affection. I'm not getting involved
6.
anymore.
That's
That's how Theo's
Punching
taking
each
it.
other.
Exactly. Does that not seem how Brewhaw would show affection to each
Mhm.
other?
dang it. It's only 2.
Rune can very easily.
Rune, are you
dodge.
taking it? Or are you just like,
What's the catch hand midair button? Does that roll?
You're not a
Again.
monk. You're not a monk.
no, but he's
Oh,
a
but I am a
Brujah. It
bouncer.
would be a dexterity and athletics. You guys aren't brawling, so it's mostly just speed.
I go face
Fuck it, I'm gonna search. I don't care. I won't get hit.
What?
It's Brewhaw being Brewhaw.
Yeah.
It's all this is.
Mhm.
This is why
I take a
you-
hunger.
He takes 100 for this.
Yeah. Serves you right.
I think he's gonna retire. I think that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
I think I'm
Everyone
good.
Didn't need to search.
Oh yeah, I mean, you see, Lynn.
Hey, 2 of my bags are expiring. Okay, I gotta use it when I got.
You watch. I mean, as soon as she cocks back, you're ready for it, and it's gonna be like very much as like you just like grab her fist. Pretty Brujah. It does gonna give that impact that might make the two of you a little
flesh
nervous.
on flesh clap.
Yeah, and you can tell that she actually went big for it, but look at that. At least Rune was seeing it coming.
Let me guess. Bowman doesn't look impressed.
Of course he doesn't.
No, actually,
Oh.
Bowman's mostly focused on Bubba. He's giving him some love.
Aww.
And he is going to tell you, Amala, to wait a moment. He'll wait for the rest of you to get the fuck out. He'll tell you to fight outside, please. He tells you this is not a big enough place for this crap.
I'm gonna give him $500 and leave.
Cute.
I don't need your pennies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, he likes money.
It has its use, but okay.
I just want to make him slightly more happy. He can buy dog treats.
It would have been better to bring dog treats to hand him to give to Bubba.
Yeah.
Well, hindsight's a bitch.
Hold on. He likes animals, right?
I
Can I
guess.
roll
What,
something?
you're gonna give him the demon horse?
No, hold on.
I'm sure he'd love
great.
that.
No, I'm not showing that out to anyone but myself because that's my own responsibility. So I have the introspective feat that says that I can do insight on motives and whatnot. I'm curious if I can figure out whether or not he would like the gift of another dog.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me then. A
playmate for Bubba.
Mm-hmm. And I could definitely, like, because I used to breed the Anatolian Shepherds, I could definitely find one that was one of an old friend.
Yeah, roll me a composure insight and give me your introspection.
Okay, so that's 5.
Mhm.
Ooh. That's actually pretty fucking smart. I'm not gonna lie.
Does the man want more dogs?
I can't get more than 2! It's so
Get
frustrating.
in on the edge.
From what
Can
you
I-
can tell, like straight
Can
off
I
the
roll
bat.
lucky? Can I roll lucky?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
lucky.
Luck
I'm
to
feeling lucky this session.
All right. How does that one work again?
Just add your luck dice on top of what you just did.
So
Okay,
just
so-
roll one more die.
Yeah.
Okay, it's actually 3. But...
Okay.
Mhm.
Ouch.
Not feeling lucky
The
today.
universe is saying no.
I'm
really,
trying to be nice here, and it just will not let me.
I guess the simplest way I can introspect this is this. Can you gift another child?
His bond with Bubba
just-
is
It seems very much like it's not that, maybe not another dog. It seems that Bubba is
Right. I was
Yeah.
curious if he was like a one dog person, or maybe he would like another one.
very much a one dog person.
Yeah.
It's a Bubba. Yeah, and he seems like that's his one and only.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, you know that he has some Nosferatu animalistic traits. You know about this. Never something that you ever got into, especially because it's a little bit more dominating from what you usually see.
Right.
Than just animal handling. But no, it really seems like Bubba and Bubba alone.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
But he'll wait for all you to leave except for the doctor.
Oh, I'm out as soon as I put the fucking money down. He was doing some work for me, and I'd like that to continue, and I can provide more later.
He's gonna tell you, Amala, that he's actually kind of curious what you're gonna see when you meet a Lucid. He says he might want to have a conversation with you about it. But he is going to tell you that he wanted to let you know. Because you're going to be the one that's going to... You're really the only one that's going to be able to handle this. As he mentioned before, Garu, yeah, they have rituals, but it's a little bit more spiritual than that. And the rumors that he's heard is this pariah can make deal with nasty spirits. So he tells you to keep an eye out, please. Mm-hmm.
I thank him for this information.
I definitely will, and I will. Well, I ask if there's anything that he can think of that would help us detect these things outside of what I can do. Maybe something I can. I've learned of these chaos scopes and things.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he would recommend. I mean, he's not really quite sure what evil entails, in all honesty. That's just the rumors. But, I mean, he says chaos scope in your eyeball, and even still, good luck what you're going to do after that. But he says, I don't know, you guys have been living in a shithole, a haunted place, so he says you should be fine.
I'm sure we can find something there that can probably help us with this endeavor as well. I do thank Bowman again.
Well, he will ask. At least give him a call when you leave. From what he understands, this Elucid doesn't really matter when you show up. He doesn't even know how you're going to find him. Not really his problem. But at least give Bowman a heads up when you guys decide to go diving. He definitely wants some eyes through Bubba. See if he can maybe find something, and he's not gonna lie. His curiosity is getting the best of him.
I'll ask if there's any kind of camera, recording device, or something we can bring down for him.
Yeah, he tells you Bubba.
Fair enough.
Well, he tells you don't get eaten. He doesn't think this pariah is going to take very kindly. He says he'd be surprised if it doesn't just immediately attack you, and he'll be really surprised if it doesn't immediately kill one of you. So, good luck. Yeah, he thinks that this is still a mistake, but, well, it says when you got a shit hand, what can you really do?
You play it or you fold it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ask if he likes books. I have one you might like to read.
Okay, he's gonna ask what kind of fun questions that. I mean, it depends on the book.
I'm gonna pass him. Master of Ravens, The One True Way.
All right. He's gonna ask how the fuck did you get your hand on this bad boy? He's gonna ask who did you have to kill for this? I mean, he's like flipping it over. He's looking at it.
I will inform him that a Mr. Beckett interrupted our Cretius class and gave it to me as a gift.
Well, I mean, he says that you all were wanting to do him a favor. He says he's got a good one. He's not sure who's brave enough to try it, but he says if one of you could kiss that man on the mouth, he would greatly appreciate it.
I tell him to enjoy the book.
No, but
Sorry,
he's gonna
did I
ask
hear a
if you know-
challenge?
He's gonna ask if you know what this book is. I mean, he tells you that. I mean, he could think of so many names that will come hunting for this book if they find out you have it. So, I mean, he's absolutely going to hold on to it, but it's not going to be here for very long. He'll warn you now. He's definitely going to stash this somewhere.
Oh, I tell him I've already read it, so to enjoy it and put it somewhere safe.
And like that, Amala has endeared herself to Bowman for just a little longer.
Books.
All right, well, he's going to tell you to get out of here before he likes you again. And he's going to help Bubba back up. I mean, Bubba can't climb ladders. He's going to pick him up. And effortlessly, I mean, even though Bubba's a big guy, it's still a vampire. He's just going to lift Bubba up, and Bubba can jump his way the rest. And, well, I mean, you guys make your way out. You can tell that right now it looks like, I think you guys actually got his name. I don't know if anyone was paying attention, though.
Logan.
Perfect. It looks like the gentleman that's working the place. He's right now working on fixing your raggedy ass jacket, Rune. Mm-hmm. And I mean, from what you can tell, this guy seems to be human. We're not really noticing any other tinges of anything else. Just a sad guy. You know, you're around Bowman all the time. What can you expect?
Sad man.
Yeah. All right, well, I do have to ask. It's 2 a.m. I don't know how all you are feeling, but I know, Taylor, you do work in the morning. So I want to stop, do a checkup on everybody.
Look at frickin' Catherine always being the great DM that she is. Me, you always ask and you always are kind and caring for everybody. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean,
We've been up
yeah.
since 5.
Yeah, I got up at 5 p.m. So I'm like, good.
Taylor,
But-
you're the one that you work a double tomorrow, so I'm worried about you, of course.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
We can go for a little longer.
I imagine we can at least finish off the night.
We can keep going. We'll see how we are at 3.
All right. Well, so I don't know if you guys, what you guys want to do for the rest of the night, but Logan's gonna. I mean, he's got some things to take care of. Yours is gonna be right now in the machine, Theo. Yours doesn't need any like patchwork, anything like that.
The
But this
machine.
place- Yeah, I don't know if anyone likes melancholy. I think maybe one person does. This place is quite the opposite compared to the basement. I mean, you guys had that excited, happy energy to now just wondering what's the point of even being alive. Why do you
Yeah.
even try?
There
Why
are
are we
times
here?
where that sings true to certain aspects of Theo. So yeah.
Mhm.
But I'll just go ahead and say it. I'll come back tomorrow night for mine, Logan. Thank you.
Well, are you?
He says that he'll have it delivered.
Yeah.
Oh,
He says
think
he
that's a
knows
fair-
that. He knows
Okay.
where to send it. We'll take care of it.
thank you, Logan.
You're welcome.
I'll ask Logan where he would recommend I get a nice outfit.
He says he does a lot of his shopping online. He doesn't really like going to stores.
Take tips.
Yes.
I'll put 20 in the jar.
Just splashing the cash everywhere these days, aren't you?
No, I'm making investments.
Well, he is going
Need
to
a
say
suggestion.
he is going to say thank you.
Anyways, ladies, are we good to go back?
Yeah.
We'll go check on Calamity.
Hi, Logan.
I'll tell you to have a good night.
You too.
I am getting I'm getting serious Daria vibes from Logan.
All right. Well, you guys are gonna get out of here. Out of another little Bowman hidey hole, as you know, he has like a good amount.
I imagine that there are more than 24 that we have never seen and may never know of.
Good.
Yeah, so let's stop breaking his havens.
Well, he told you to come here, but just don't break this.
Yeah, he said to never come back unless I told you
Never
to.
come back.
Yeah.
No way. You all are problems. All right. Creepy. Let's go. All right. Well, a pretty successful night. You guys have about 2.5 hours to kill until it'll start getting pretty early slash late. Calamity's here. Looks like Calamity's just tucked up in a corner, breathing heavy, but its eyes still open. And I mean, as soon as you guys come on through, you can just feel Calamity watching. Very sharp smile.
Does it sleep with its eyes open?
You think it
You've never really
sleeps?
seen it sleep, yeah.
You think it sleeps?
I mean, how does one demon horse
Oh, sorry.
really?
Well, I am going to go ahead and pull out some notes and papers and fill everyone in on what I discovered from the whole going to work endeavor. It seems to be some kind of toxin, the goopiness, how it attacks cells and works its way into the host, liquefying or melting organs with necrosis, more or less, is what I've discovered. So it's a necrosis inducing poison that specifically targets organs, and not just organs in particular. Doesn't really matter. I imagine it's whatever is closest to the point of contact to this poison. And I will note that it had no real similarities to Lynn, so it doesn't really seem to be anything close to what's happening to her, unfortunately. Or fortunately, this does seem to be slightly quicker and more fatal.
Question. Doctor, is it something that we have to worry about our biology affecting us at all?
I tell you that I ran a couple tests. It didn't seem to have too much of a reaction to my blood, but I'm not.
Too many unknowns.
I say I wouldn't be comfortable getting this on me. It doesn't seem to have. It's not like radiation or anything of that nature. I ran all those tests. No, I tell her that my hospital's bringing in a toxicologist tomorrow to help us from New York, to help us, a specialist to help us try to combat what's happening here.
Well, who knows? Maybe all the beaches will become Superfund sites. Let's hope not. Well, if no one else has anything planned for the rest of the evening, I do know that this haven of ours is much bigger on the outside than what we've found on the inside. So to kill the rest of the night, I was thinking about poking around. Maybe we could find any more secret passages, because we've kind of been just loafing wherever we drop. And if there were actual rooms, which there probably are somewhere, where we can, make ourselves more at home, I would be totally down for that. I mean, I enjoy sleeping in the library, but I don't know about you. But I probably assume you all would like your own bedroom at some point.
Frankly, I just prefer to get to my own apartment, but that's not gonna be a thing right now. Oh yeah, speaking about library, I never asked Doctor, what was that book that Indiana Jones gave you?
Indiana Jones.
You
mean Beckett?
Yes.
Yeah,
I tell you the man's name was Beckett, and I tell you that it was a rare text involving my clan, or not my clan per se, but ideologies of my clan.
All right.
Out of character, that might have been a little bit of a slip. But we never saw the book, so
yeah, but you guys never saw the book, so it doesn't really matter.
And it's not like you went ahead and say, "Hey, this is an interesting book," and I would be like, "Oh, can I read that?"
Nope, that thing's already gone.
Exactly.
I read it. I got my lore sheet. I was like, neat. Let's hide that.
Yeah.
But I like you guys, so I'm fine with that little slip. I know none of you saw it, so that's fine. It's just a book talk about ideologies. You know how it'd be. About Ventru, apparently.
Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more. Anyways, yeah. So If anybody wants to join me in seeing if we discover any more of the inside inner workings of this haven, obviously there is going to be risk because the nature of this place, but I think that the reward might be worth it.
Cat, what day is it exactly?
Sunday.
Sunday the 23rd.
Okay. Well, because of everything going on in the next few days, I'm just going to show you what I got from the black market today. So she pulls out 2 gifts, gift wrapped boxes.
Okay.
She gives one to the doctor and she gives one to Rune. She points at Theo and says, I'm still working on yours.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I will thank you.
Well, this was unexpected. Should I open it now or wait till Christmas? Oh, okay.
Open it now because we're going to probably be busy on Christmas. Our luck.
What's
All
in the
right.
box?
I'll open it.
Wait. Early Christmas presents? Okay. I see how this is.
Now you feel obligated. All right, who's going first, Doctor or Rune?
Ladies
just-
first. Don't allow it.
Sure,
be a
I'll
gentleman
open
about
mine
it.
first.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, what you gave Dear Sweet Doctor is pretty big, is it not?
It's pretty long.
Pretty long.
It's
I think
long.
you'll know what it is. It's kind of hard not to. I love that it's like wrapped, I imagine, but even still, you can still see the shape of like a stick and then a curve, like half moon.
It's a saber.
Yeah.
Mission.
Wait, what am I?
It's a sword.
Well, yeah.
Fancy sword.
A real
Yeah,
sword.
It looks like it's I think it's a saber. Is that the right
Mhm.
word
Yep.
I'm looking for?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking it up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy military sword. Good for catting.
Yeah, very much so. For you, Rune.
The back.
Okay, well, I have the stats. It's gonna be, I think, a heavy, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull it
Heavy?
up. Yes, it is. There
I don't even know what I'd want as a present. Is Eddie.
All right. Well, Lynn went black market, so it's going to be a little bit of a black market piece. But you're going to be opening up. It is a heavy gunshot. I think it's a Magnum. Yeah, it's a Magnum.
Sexy.
Oh.
And it does. It has like the style of the handle, of course, it's meant to look like wood. It has styling and it has a little bit of, I guess, bling bling to it.
It's
bling,
bling
has like the
bling.
wood. It has the black, barrel itself, but it has, some designs on the side, gold designs. Definitely looks like a fancy gangster gun for sure.
Ugh.
Yeah. This
Now I'm
gun's
kind of
probably
concerned
killed
where it
some
came
people.
from.
Yeah. But it is a heavy gunshot pistol, a Magnum. That means it'll do a +4 damage value.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then a saber. Is that the same stat wise as a? Yes, yours is a heavy melee, Amala, so yours will do a +3. Mm-hmm.
Well, I will.
Oh, sorry. I'll go ahead and mute for you. There you go.
Ask Miss Ryan if she's accepting of hugs. 'Cause I'd like to give her one.
What you've been asking for so long? I finally got you one.
Well, I'd like to thank you.
I think a hug is
Very nice.
indeed appropriate, and I'll turn on awe
Like,
to encourage
right?
everyone to have a nice group hug.
Turn on.
It's just like I'm just like looking at all of them like, my God, this is such a heartwarming moment. What the fuck?
And again, yours is coming. I'm working
Yeah, so
on
you
it.
gotta get your hug in now. Okay, you gotta deposit it.
Bye, Jesus.
Group hug. Oh. I will thank you, Lynn.
What is this gun called again?
It is a Magnum.
You're muted.
The way they label names of weapons in the book is kind of silly, in my opinion.
I mean, they do the same thing in D&D.
Yeah, you got yourself a 357 Magnum.
Yeah, just go with a Magnum and then take the stats.
Yeah,
because
don't. Yeah.
they call it like a heavy shot pistol. It's goofy.
This is actually nicer than my revolver.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a killer.
Make sure that you have strong wrists when you fire this gun because it's probably
Those
got
are
a bit of
the
a
two.
kick.
Police find it, they'll probably confiscate
Fancy.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll,
This is
I'll,
illegal,
I'll swap the
sir.
bullets from my gun into the new gun.
Yeah.
Ask Lynn, you don't have a revolver, do you? Here. It's the least I could do.
I can't remember. I did have one, but then I lost it when we did the fire.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
we-
Ruin is gonna
When we
tell you.
did the fire.
Who's gonna
When we
tell
did-
you? My grandpa got me this gun.
Oh,
I'd like you to
Aw.
have
Are you
it.
sure you want to get? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Are you sure you wanna get-
Yeah, I'd like to.
Ah.
You can see his initials on the pommel.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it, it's like, oh, that's. I feel bad taking this.
You earned it, champ.
Aw.
Bruja.
Yes, this is very much Bruja bonding. Swapping
guns.
weapons. Yes.
Gun exchange, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's either that or really well made bats I've seen.
And in Bruhan fashion, she's just gonna say, "I'm gonna wield it with honor."
Yeah, okay.
Honor to you. My brave Bruja.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so we gonna investigate this place or what?
As much as I'd love to do that, I've not discovered a way to destroy ghosts yet. I kind of want to go set up my little shrine in the corner. If I hear screaming, I can come, but there's nothing much. I don't want to get possessed. Okay, I heard how that went down.
Kat, what's the damage on that pistol?
Rune, it's,
It's
plus-
3.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a +3.
Yeah.
Okay. Not as good as my rifle, but it's very good.
It's
Yeah,
easier
rifles
to
are nasty.
conceal and carry than your rifle too.
I just draped like a little bit of fabric on top of it. No one will notice.
It's snub nose. You could just fit it in your pocket. If you wanted to.
Right in the old pocket.
I don't know.
Well, perfect. Let's see if we can find anything. And I'm gonna watch the sunrise when we inevitably can't, because I know we searched this place up and down. So let's see if we're feeling lucky.
All right. What would you like for a roll?
Let's do it. All right, what's like a really like bad luck thing to do? Just like things to, like a scream Bloody Mary or something.
Oh.
I played
Let's see.
Phasmophobia.
Roll me, anyone who wants to go searching, a wits and investigation.
A wits and investigation. All right. That's going to go ahead and be a good old 6
Only
for
5
me.
For me.
Kind of curious what would happen if Calamity went downstairs. Just a little bit.
Well then,
Woo!
that was nice.
Hey.
I got I got 3 7s in there. That's a jackpot.
Wits and what?
Wits and
Investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many of them are going down there?
Okay, that's 6.
All of you? Oh, I'm not going to be the
Yeah.
odd one out. Okay, fuck it.
See.
Wits and investigation?
That's correct.
Again, I can't get more than 2.
But you
Why?
actually you rolled 2 1s as well, so that's rough.
Good every time.
Oh my God, Crowley, why?
Okay.
Listen, I told you I didn't want to come down here.
Yeah.
Can he and I be
Did
grouped
the
together
good
so we're
doctor
working
throw a roll in
together?
there too?
Yeah,
it was
she
the
did.
first one.
Yeah, she got
Oh, okay.
three successes.
2, 2, 3, 4.
So here to here.
Yeah.
Here. All
Now,
right.
look, I'm looking for like bedrooms for us. We end up finding like some basic
Yeah.
ritual altar where they've sacrificed people to open up the abyss.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out are they sacrificed the babies.
All right. Theo.
Yes.
Oh.
Catherine.
You all are checking this place out. You're
Once
looking on the
again.
top floor, knocking on walls, trying to see if any are hollow. And really, most of the time when you knock on a wall, just pieces are going to fall off. You all are searching,
Knock on wood.
trying to at least stick together. At least I know Rune is. You wait for me. Calamity's going to stay up here, though. Calamity doesn't really seem to care what you guys are doing. He's just laying there, but he still watches.
Mhm.
Guys, check out this area, go down the steps. That'll lead you to the, I guess, basement, or whatever this place was supposed to be, where you found at least the library. Check this area. Still trying to find, even do maybe like the movies, you know, you got to find like all those bricks to push. You've seen that.
And kick a
so
brick wall
trying
down.
that. Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
Please don't do a little bit.
that's a joke. I'm not doing.
checking the place out. I mean, start checking in the corridor. That'll lead to, I mean, it has like that's in the corridor to the library is where that spray paint, or at least sigil of a hollow man is. Shows nothing on the inside, but just a stick figure.
Mhm.
And Theo, you're going to hear something as you're checking that area, heading not towards the library, but it sounds like low crying. It's very soft. Definitely a woman. It sounds like it's like coming through the walls.
This isn't the first time we've heard this. This is the second time. Huh. I'm going to go ahead and start listening for the low crying, put, my ear to the wall to the side of the wall that I'm hearing it from.
I mean, you all are watching. You don't hear anything, the rest of you, but you can see like Theo is now like putting his ear against walls and like following it. Sounds like he's listening to something.
Yeah.
And you'll find, so the library is here down the corridor. Ugh, I can talk, I swear. On the opposite side. So as soon as you enter this corridor, you look towards your left. That's where the library is. Well, you're going to follow towards the right. It's just a dead end. And it seems like it's coming through that wall.
I'm pretty sure that there's something on the other side of this wall.
What would you suggest?
Well, is there anything that might be, I mean, we were checking everything up to this point until I heard the sound, but is there anything in this area that looks like it could be an easily disguised lever, switch, that sort of thing? Because how we found the library last time was it was a chair that got moved that unlocked the library.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking for any sort of furniture, candle holder, anything that would fit the same or a similar kind of mechanism.
A candle holder.
Yeah. Clunk, clunk. Or, maybe it's a light bulb in a socket that needs to be tightened a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, well, you've what's already been here, you can see that hollowed figure, as I said, that takes just a large portion of the back wall. There's a few broken white table pieces that you folks have cleaned up, more or less. Just a few shards are still here. There's really nothing else here. I mean, there's like the old pipings on the wall. I mean, you can see it there. But really, as you can tell, it looks like it's mostly just like, not dirt, no, but it looks very cave-like, not necessarily like it's building. Like people have done some excavations through this area and increased the size. The more you try to focus on the logistics of this place, the more it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, this is a massive warehouse and there's nowhere to go. No, you're not finding any secrets in that regard. I mean, you're trying to touch things. Nothing is unlocking anything. And as you look around, the crying is going to quiet down, as now you can even barely hear it. But I mean, the rest of you are watching Theo. He's at least definitely focused on this back wall that as soon as you guys go through here, whoops, which is that way, back wall towards the right here. Nope.
At which point, I guess I'll go ahead, if after not finding any lever, I'll literally try it knocking on the wall, see if there's any difference of sound.
Okay, yeah, with your investigation roll, I mean, you're given a knock on it. A little bit of just like dirt's gonna crumble off the wall as you hit it. And no, I mean, you're not really feeling any like hollow secrets or anything. Try to put your ear up against it. No longer do you hear any crying.
Okay, so because we know this place is what it is, I'm going to go ahead and say this. All right, I picked up the sound. It sounded like someone on the other side of this wall right over here was crying, and we know this place is clearly haunted, so I'm not 100% sure there's a room on the other side. I can't tell by knocking on the wall, and brick is deceptively hard to tell if there's anything on the other side of it. So, because it looks like there's been some tunneling in here, there either could be a room on the other side, and there might be a way to get to it that I'm unaware of, or we could try just taking making a hole in the wall.
I'm good at holes. I raise my hand.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Rune. You could probably punch your way through a brick wall if you were inspired to do so. But at the same time, I am worried about
Structural integrity.
No, I'm more worried about this place considering that attack on its existence and fighting back. I'm pretty sure that the entity that somewhat governs this place would be a little pissed of you putting basically holes in it.
I mean, he didn't get upset when I broke into the library.
Well, we used a lever to swing a secret door.
Oh, I'm talking about when I broke the lock.
That might be a different caliber of intrusion. So,
I don't know anything about shadow magic.
Any ideas?
I ask if you can send, if your little shadow friend is still here, if maybe they can find something on the other side.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to go ahead and use the tier 1 of Abyss Mysticism. Basically, ask the shadow friend to find a way to open the passage for us.
Well, let's see if we have a repeat of what happened last time. Let's find out.
Oh, okay. Anything you would like me to roll for?
No, I get to.
Oh, okay.
I get to roll.
Oh, yay! We get to deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
Actions having consequences. I can't believe we've done this.
Hey.
I got good dice.
What a new concept.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, you are going to call upon your friend. And as soon as you do, I mean, you watch as it takes shape, the shadows, and you all get to see this. The shadows just engulf it, draw it in as it's like it's squashed in the abyss of this place. As you see, like, your shadow form, get enveloped, consumed, gone.
Okay, then.
Yum, 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 yum. And you do remember this happening once before. The situation was a little different. It was during a wraith encounter. But it seems now that you know, just trying to call it into this place sometimes doesn't have a great effect, though you have known that it has existed in this space.
Now, I still have the bracelet, though, right?
You do.
All right. So I'm like, let me try something a little stronger. At which point, I'm going to call forth the bracelet into an entity to find a way in. Now, the bracelet is in of itself in some ways a bit stronger, as well as can defend itself. So
All right. Well, what kind of shape you thinking? Cat, dog? It has to be something smaller. Obviously, you can't do a horse or anything.
I
like
was
that,
thinking, ferrets can squeeze into tight holes, and they're pretty
but,
smart.
they're pretty cute.
Yee. So I was thinking,
Okay, they're friendly.
They
something
stink.
something that kind of looks like a soat or a ferret or something like that, that could go ahead and, maybe find us a secret passage, or
All
maybe
right.
get on the inside and pop a lock. that
Well, you all
swings
are gonna see. I mean, Theo's like, he has, his clothes. He like kind of just like makes some motion. If you had to guess, maybe some spooky mage stuff. But there is going to be a shadow that just escapes from his hand. You will see it form, very familiar to the one before. But this one, it looks like it is actual 3D, even though it is a specter. It is not specter, a shadow, I guess is a better way to put it. I don't want you to think it's like a ghost, even though it is just darkness in the shape of you guys can't really tell exactly what the creature is supposed to be, but it looks like it has it looks like a pheasant of some sort, rodent similarity too. And you're gonna watch the shadows. They like pull in, but this creature doesn't seem to be totally affected by it, very much like how you stand in here, Theo. It's waiting for your order. So whatever you say, boss. Ferrets do this.
This one does.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, they do.
You want him to go through the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Find us a way in.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Find us a way in. Yeah.
Don't you think is to say find us a way through this wall?
Yeah, that works too.
Because in could be anywhere.
Well, that would literally be pointing at the wall. So find us a way in if you can.
All right. Well, it's going to go back into the basement area, out of the corridor. And you can see it kind of it seems like it's acting like an animal. It does sniff around, though it doesn't make any noises when it moves. It's completely just silent. And finally, you're going to see, and it looks like at first, like it's squeezing through maybe brick. It's it's a ferret size, but once it goes through, you notice that there is there's no hole. There's, nothing for it to squeeze through.
It's a shadow creature.
Right through.
Yeah.
And
Neat.
you guys are left alone as you'll wait.
I will say that one was pretty cute.
Yeah. That one's much harder to go ahead and pull off, though.
Well, at least it's scentless.
Well, do shatters have a smell?
Well, probably not, but ferrets do. That's the point I was making.
Oh, you like ferrets that don't have an odor. Got it.
You probably haven't had a ferret before, have you?
I know that if you take
That's
care
rude.
of them well, that they don't stink too much. But if you do not take care of them
Oh,
regularly,
you have to bathe them on the rig.
Oh, absolutely. They do develop a musk.
I think it does communicate. So,
Yeah.
Sorry. Had coffee and now I'm burpy.
Burpee
All right. Well,
coffee?
you guys have a little bit of a dialogue, whatever, wasting time until it can communicate. I think mostly through emotion, if I'm
Yeah.
correct.
Eureka.
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna come out, and you can see its head peeking out. It's like brickwork, and then a little shadow. Where it's peeking out is much different from where it went in, but still in the same area. It's gonna try to communicate with you. It's gonna try to communicate a necessity for aggression.
Someone say aggression?
And at least it's trying to communicate aggression to it's trying to indicate to you aggression
Right here.
Here, yeah, trying to like pinpoint to where, and it seems like where it's popping its head out. I mean, you can't really see it in this picture. It's gonna be much further. Oh, I can't do this. This is hard.
Yeah.
Much further, but yeah, he's gonna be popping his head out. Motion
right.
for aggression here, but it seems like if you want to get through, it's been bricked up.
Okay.
I
Thank
love when
you, boy.
violence is the answer.
Thank you, boy. Come here. Come back.
Yeah, we'll come back over.
And then I'll just go ahead and hold him in my hand and then make like he's just going to disappear but you and me know he's just going to turn right back into the bracelet hidden underneath my sleeve.
You basically watch him. He's gonna like grab it as it's gonna like come towards him, and no more ferret.
Okay, so I'm going to say, Rune.
Yes, sir.
There's a doorway here that's been bricked up that'll get us access to a new area. But my little ferret friend, he says that you got to get pretty angry and bust a hole in there if you want it.
I think I can do that. Cracks knuckles. One of the few things I'm good at.
I would definitely recommend.
That's why I'm going to surge.
Your hand obliterates.
Yeah, I would highly recommend maybe wrapping your hand if you're going to try punching it. But if you have some tools from like your bike shop, maybe a crowbar to wedge things out, or maybe a sledgehammer. I'm just saying, I don't
I've
want
already
you hurting
surged.
yourself. Oh, he's already surged.
Yeah.
So our
It wasn't a good surge. It was a pretty bad surge.
Hey, you know what? I'll search too, and I'll join you. Hold
Is
on.
this a
Oh my God, the
Hey.
brouhaha demolition.
the
team.
double kick on the wall? Yeah.
Hey, I succeeded. I don't get.
Nice. So
Okay.
does this count as a brawl?
Oh gosh, no. All right, you wanna? Yeah, you're gonna try to punch brick. So
I'm gonna kick it.
a kick.
A
It's
running
gonna be
kick.
Strength.
Wait, hold on, I'm gonna
and
do
strength.
soaring leap.
Well, it might be a brawl. Hold on, I don't think so. I don't think it counts. But you know
I mean,
what?
I was thinking of just using
I've
my
never
sword and
had
running into
to
it.
look up.
I'm literally looking at them, and I'm looking over at it's like I was
Oh,
hoping
I'm
they-
watching this with amazement. Like, yeah.
I'm like,
I was
okay, Lynn, we
expecting
both
them to go
we both
get
soaring
tools.
leap. Okay, and we land our feet on the wall.
I was
No.
expecting
Wait,
like a
wait,
sledgehammer.
We've evolved
Yeah.
from tools.
Oh, I got the tools right here. Oh,
Yeah.
Even Catherine's shaking her head like, why? Brewhaws are gonna brewhaw, I guess.
It's just
I wanna-
brick.
I want to see their rules.
Yeah. It's old brick.
There's
Yeah.
really not a great answer, so that's what I'm gonna ask then, because there's really no skill for punching brick. Brawl very much is combat athletics, doesn't seem to fit.
Mhm.
So go ahead and roll me two physicals. I want your strength and your stamina.
Okay.
Okay,
Or-
that's okay.
Strength
That's
and
four for me
stamina.
too.
Mm-hmm.
That would help if my number worked.
Hey,
Why the fuck my 8 doesn't work? Oh, there we go.
I finally got more than two.
Yeah, finally.
Hey.
Jeez. Hey.
Oh.
Wowza.
Yeah,
That's fucking
so-
teamwork.
Two brewhouse smack into a wall.
Like, I'm
You know,
going into it with
it's
my
like
muscle.
that one meme where this guy in a construction outfit just breaks through a drywall wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pulling a freaking Kool-Aid
It's
man.
like as I start to run towards the wall with my shoulder, Theo's like, "Oh, there's the button." Presses it, and I just go flying.
Oh yeah, I know.
I was here the whole time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this might be pretty entertaining for our non-Brujahs because you're gonna watch. I mean, they surge up, even give some like nice like Brujah like, and well, first things first. ET is gonna. Are you slamming your shoulder into it? Yeah, I mean, or Ryan slams right into it. And there is, I mean, you're going to see just the dust, everything from up above, which might make you a little nervous as like even the ceiling shakes as dust kind of settles on top of you, with now Rune following right behind. Rune gives it a kick, and when he does, I mean, it's like a truck just hit this building. It does, and a bunch of dust is going to settle on top of you guys, and you're going to see a crack that's going to form. from their impacts, and the crack is gonna like and like shoot up, and it does like a curve up on the ceiling a bit. As now there's just like a crack in the brick. It is way super inhuman scary. Rune,
Fist bump.
yeah, Rune. I mean your foot, because I mean you hit it hard. You got like jeez, yeah, you hit it hard. Your foot, you're kind of like. Look tough. You didn't feel that.
I go get one of those blood bags. I'll be right back.
But now, I mean, there is a crack that's like in the brickwork that's now climbed up, done a little bit of a bend. You guys have some like dust and
I'm gonna go upstairs. see
yeah,
the
brickwork
damage.
that's on top of you. You want to check?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
I'm
might have
gonna
a
go
crowbar.
ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and see if any of the brickwork along the crack in the wall is now loose.
If it wasn't, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, I mean, loose enough for you to like start pulling pieces. No. But loose enough where if you had maybe a crowbar and you could just shove it in the crack, you could start breaking brick. Absolutely.
I'm gonna look at the crack and say, "Hey, Rune, you got a crowbar? I bet you could probably pry a few of these out."
I'm gonna go down a
Make-
blood bag and fucking see if I can find a crowbar. Ugh. Gulp, gulp, gulp. One
You
hunk.
wanted to check. What do you want to check, Amala?
If it did any damage on the floor above.
Okay, you don't have any.
It's spook
Architecture.
calamity is my question.
Did it spook Calamity?
The rumble underground.
You know, Calamity gets spooked easily. Oh, I've actually seen Calamity spooked, so never mind.
Well, it took some otherworldly freaking.
Yeah.
Just Cthulhu, Underworlds.
Right.
I'm looking at your skills, my dear sweet doctor, and I don't even know what you could roll.
Investigation and intelligence.
Sure, why not?
With this place, I would not be surprised. We go ahead and open this up and everything, get access to a really cool new area,
3.
go to sleep for the night, and wake up the next day and it's all healed.
Let's go to sleep in there.
Get stuck in there.
Yep.
Did you roll your dice?
Yeah, I got 3.
You got 3. Oh, I didn't even see it pop up.
Yep.
Oh, it's a 70-10? Oh, yeah. Wow, jeez. Only a 3? Phew, I love this dice roller. It's brutal.
This dice roller has been horrible tonight.
Love it.
It's been good to me today, except for I was
Yeah,
checked.
Like the first bad roll I've had. And it's not
Honestly, it has actually been good the majority of the time for Crowley. Maybe it has something to do with that lovely star right after his name.
Listen, it took a while to kick in. I don't want to hear it.
They had to make sure your card was going to continuously be charged.
I've been subscribed to that motherfucker for like 6 months.
Now you get the cool perks. All right, I mean, Amala, you're not seeing any damage on the floor above. I mean, Calamity's just gonna stare at you, big toothy smile. But no, there's no cracks on the floor or anything like that. You are a little nervous just on the
ground of-
force. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that. Yeah, unfortunately, with architecture, and this is the big problem, it really takes knowledge of the craft because a lot of damage when it comes to buildings aren't always visible. Not something you can see with your eyes. You more so need to be able to understand damage and the I guess, well, this building's so old and we don't have any floor plans or anything, so unfortunately you're not even sure of if anything's above us, below us, entirety sure, but from what you can tell, no. But you got to be careful. At least you don't want to collapse the roof on top of you guys and get stuck down here forever. I mean, I kind of want you to, but
That makes things a lot easier.
Well,
yeah, it would. End of story. Thanks, guys.
the way Theo's
Eat each other.
logicking this out is if there was a doorway there previously and it got bricked up, then that means there's supporting columns on either side of the doorway. That's how architecture at least should work if the building was designed correctly. So damage to this area shouldn't affect the overall structure as long as the damage stays to the area where my little shadow buddy told us that there was a door there previously.
But yeah,
So-
I want to get Buzz with the blood bag and look for a fucking crowbar or something.
Okay.
I don't know if we need a roll investigation, but
Do you guys have a crowbar?
I don't know.
You had a whole toolkit.
I do have a
for-
toolkit that I bought to put together the bike, but I don't know. A crowbar isn't really normally something necessary.
to go ahead and
I mean,
slip
I
a
imagine
belt
I have, like,
onto a-
hammer or something, but
Do you need to go back to the pawn shop just to get a fucking crowbar?
well, I'm sorry. I never thought I would need a crowbar. I was not expecting this.
It's like the... My God. Okay.
Is there one in the truck? I don't know. You guys tell me.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised the one that has all the larceny doesn't have a crowbar.
Ooh, no. Well,
Well, that's because
Isn't there
I don't-
a construction site like 10 feet away
Right behind us,
with a
yeah.
bunch of
Yeah.
fucking boxes and stuff? There has to be a crowbar over
you want to go lift a crowbar from the construction side behind us? By all means.
Or like a sledgehammer or something.
But I mean, if you guys can't figure this out, I'll go ahead and do it my way.
I think me and Mr. Rune are gonna go find a hammer upstairs.
Okay.
there. Sounds good.
Because my way is literally going to cause the bricks to corrode away, and that might cause more problems later than you'd like.
We'll go get a hammer.
Yeah, we'll go get a hammer. Yeah.
Freaking go ahead and use corrosive vitate on the wall and freaking melt it away.
okay. Well, let's get to work then. I imagine that's how we're going to be spending at least the rest of the night. You want to...
That's 3 trying to find the hammer.
Good job. Get yourself a hammer. I was just curious if you guys... I don't really know if you have a crowbar, but I think you'd have a hammer with all the crafting that you guys have done. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. Well, you can spend the rest of the night if you want to try to knock your way through. Have the Brujas do it and cut you down some time. I mean, look at these rolls. It is getting close to 3, so I love cliffhangers. They're really fun. But about 5 in the morning, a little bit before, Brujas are gonna knock a way through. And for you, Theo,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to say if this was a doorway that was bricked up. Honestly, it seems more so like it was a tunnel, a channel, whatever you want to call it, that was bricked up. Not a specific doorway, but... And your friends are going to basically break through. I mean, it's going to be able to fit one person at a time. And all I'm going to say is that it is pitch dark.
Of course it is.
Of course.
Of course.
And even the lights that you have out here, any lights on your phone, it's just going to be absorbed by this darkness. And all I can really say from what you can see in this darkness is either this doesn't seem to be a room, because you can feel, I mean, it's been sealed away. The air is so stagnant in here, stuffy, and smells.
I don't like it.
What is that smell? It's strange. Maybe not for you, Amala, but for the rest of you, it's strange. It has this... It's mostly that you can taste the smell more than you can smell it. A little bit sour, bitter. Amala, it's something that you recognize. Very much that scent of a morgue. You recognize it. Mala, your brain's gonna go to... There might be a body or two in here.
Well, I'm going to tell everyone that it smells like a morgue down there. It definitely has the scent of dead bodies.
Let's see here. Let's retract. This place is haunted. It is creepy as sin. It is an old abandoned warehouse building that we know that it was a La Sombra ritual site. And we found a shadowy area that was sealed where there might be bodies in, and I heard crying coming from this direction.
Oh,
So-
sounds like a thing for tomorrow, and I start putting the bricks back.
So here is what I'm going to say. If no one has any plans, being Amala in your angelic nature and wanting to help people, I say we go ahead and go in there and put whatever spirits that remain to peace, rebury the bodies in a dignified fashion so they may rest, and then see what secrets and knowledge we can gain, and maybe see if the room can be cleaned up and repurposed instead of being a morgue.
We'll see what we can do.
Hmm.
But that will be an undertaking.
I'm not saying it'll be easy. I'm saying,
Well-
though, that it will likely be worthwhile.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying it is I think Mr. Rune may be right. This may be a tomorrow night endeavor.
I agree. The night does grow long.
Full of terrors.
Also, Rune hurt his foot.
What do you mean? My foot is fine.
What are you talking about?
All right, perfect.
Strong Brujas.
Well, we've got an undertaking. We have an undertaking ahead of us, my friends. I hate hearing myself echo. Why you do this to me, Taylor? Ugh. No one wants to hear. I don't want to hear my own voice. So I guess we're gonna leave it. Unfortunately, the sun is gonna be rising. Some of you, well, one of you might be doing okay. The rest of you are gonna feel that, that weariness that comes. I guess we'll deal with this tomorrow. We'll see if it does. I mean, Theo made the comment of it might heal itself, which is hilarious. So I guess we'll find that out tomorrow. But I love leaving things on cliffhangers, so